So we're going to start. We got to start the meeting. I was thinking about that, and it was like, oh, it doesn't matter if there's a meeting or there's no meeting. That non-duality is not like something different. It's just talking about something which is really normal and very obvious. But we're so used to abstract everything and having ideas about what's going on and why and finding out. Because we feel like I'm here and I have to deal with something that's here. I am inside and I have to deal with the world or other people who are outside. And how to know is a very strong way to find out what to do, because it's life seems to be about doing, having a choice, doing this or maybe not doing. Do I have to go to that place, or do I like that person? What do I want? It's always about doing. And when there's coming to these meetings, it's like there's no one. So when there's no one, there can't be doing. It's what is happening. So nothing is done by someone. It's what is also apparently happening. And that's the most easy way. But we think we are separate and we have a choice, or we do need to have a choice, or all that. And it's going on. And then there's an outside world. I have to deal with circumstances. They happen to me. Everything is happening to me because I'm the center of what's going on, and everything is going on. And maybe in the head, you feel like, oh, what's going on today? How do I feel? Oh, that's why. What did I eat yesterday? Or what's going on? Oh, I didn't like that so much. Oh, maybe that's why. And there's so much chatter in the head, like going on in that way, because there's something going on when there's that separation. Like I'm here, I'm inside, and there's the world outside. Suddenly, there's feeling or sensing that suddenly there's a loss. And before that, you could say in the story, like there's something going. Oh, sorry, I have to do this work. I thought there was also chatting, like, no, I don't do that, but I do.
Resist.
And there's a, oh God, and I lost what I was saying. I can't, that's the trouble. No, I don't know.
You said there's a sense of separation, and then we think
There's that, yeah, then there's that feeling of loss. There's something that seems to be like there's something gone wrong, because that feeling of when there's a little child, there's nothing going on, no identity, it's just going, and then suddenly there's being able to abstract, and then maybe 2, 3 years old, and then suddenly there's time, and seems to be time and distance, or there's a person over there, and I'm here, and then there suddenly, or not suddenly, but gradually, there seems to be also things going on, like the brain can abstract, like I am someone and I can do something about it, and all that is starting. It's very convincing, and when everybody is going in that way, then it's just a normal way. And you forget about what it was it like, but somewhere there's a remembering, and that's also what can happen here in this meeting. It's kind of a remembering of what it was like, and a longing for that innocence, that something you can't even grasp, because it's not something, it's something that it's only a remembering or a sense maybe. But when there's being in the story and everything seems so real and solid, and I'm here and the floor and other people and circumstances real, and I'm meeting people and all that. So there's looking for that loss, that what you've been lost in the story, like something like love or innocence, freedom, all that. But it's when that it's like in the story, it's becoming something. What you've lost, it's not something. It's like it feels like it's everything. But when there's in the story, you feel like it's something like love, like maybe another partner or a child or freedom and no rules anymore. Or everybody has different ways to trying to find and how to do it, and have some structures or some ways to do things like manipulation or victimhood, or everybody in all that, it's that's coming. And then coming into this kind of meetings and hearing there's no one. So that whole idea about how to is falling apart. But there can be, like, most people are not even interested in this because it's like so weird, and what can I do with it? And there's nothing you can do with it because there's no one. So that sounds a bit abstract, like there is no one. What does that mean? In the same time, you could say, how is it possible that we believe that there's someone inside and that there's a free will? It's an kind of being able to abstract, but it's such a strong belief that it's never questioned, and it's so the normal way. So when it's questioned, it's like, no way. But really, when it's questioned, it's like, yeah, it's a bit strange to be sure that there's something inside. You don't see it, it's just assuming it's like that, and there's a free will. Because when there's a free will and you believe that, when there's a belief, there's always some way to confirm it. It's being like that. So you see it in that way, so it will be experienced also in that way. When there's no one, it's already like that. So this is not a meeting like trying to find out how we can get to that place, then there's no me anymore. Because that can be the new search to try to find out, because that seems to be the new thing, like, oh, maybe when there's no me, then life will be more easy, because that's somewhere you're looking for something that's more easy, more comfortable, more happy, and all that. This is not talking about more easy. It's when there's no one, there will be no change. The only thing what isn't, there's no importance in the whole story anymore. So that's the only, you could say, the difference. But when the story isn't happening, and that's happening also during the day, that's not all the time, there's being busy with everything. So that me structure, that being busy with how to live my life, is not always there. So it's already happening, it's already, but sometimes it comes back and it seems like it's there the whole day, and we need it, it's very important. The funny thing is, there's no importance in it at all. It's like something being busy with it and trying to find out, or being busy and what's the best way and all that can happen. There's nothing wrong or right with that. But when it's not there, it doesn't change anything. So there's no power in it. And that's strange, because we feel like that's really important. And if I don't do it, then everything maybe goes wrong. And I have to know, I have to do or not to do or change, or I want something else and all that. There's no way to change yourself. It's what is happening. And there's no myself, even the body, and that everything isn't real. It's an appearance of energy, and nothing is solid and real. What we think that everything is solid and real happening to me, my feelings, my thoughts, my body, nothing is mine. There's no me. So that when there's no me, it's huge, because that knocks out all that ways of trying to deal with everything. There's no time, no distance, not my thoughts. Their thoughts can be, that energy can happen. Or feelings, but feelings are not mine. They happen in space. It's not in the body. We think like the body is here. This is the border of the body. And it's always happening inside, because that is mine. But even when you close your eyes and there's a feeling or a sound, you can't even place it. You can't even know where exactly it is. So then all those concepts and beliefs are not that strong anymore. And that's what can happen in this kind of meetings, that the concepts of belief are, not that strong anymore. It's not confirmed. It's not talking about what to do or how to get there, or giving advice. There's no purpose in the meeting. And that's strange, because there can be subtle or stronger hope to find some way, or that it will happen. Somewhere I hear a lot of people like, yeah, when it happens, and well, it seems like it happened, but it doesn't, because it's the same like when there's stopping, so the thoughts are not so much there. It's not an event. It's during the day, there are moments, then there's no thoughts, there's stopping, and that's it. So it's the same like that. So it's not a big deal, but there can be a feeling of a hope that it will happen one day. Because when there's me is that idea of feeling there's something not right yet. And then everything happens with that, or all the sort, everything falls into that. So me is that. So that's the only misunderstanding, but it's not only in the head or something, it's just stronger than that, of course. And we can talk about anything. It's not only about understanding what's going on. There can be questions about something that happens in the story of what you find out. And then we'll see.
So it's more that something is,
Yeah.
it's like more something is falling away and not getting
Yeah.
something.
Or not going on anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more about loss, you could say.
Loss.
Yeah. Not really a loss because it's never owned, but it feels like it's lost. Because it seems like it's always there and suddenly, no. But sometimes it's not even noticed. A lot of things go on without noticing, and then somebody else says to you, like, oh, you were so busy with that, and you're like, what? You forgot about it because it didn't occur so much anymore. It's the same. What can happen also with these meetings, the importance of being busy with it's just a bit fading away. Not addressed to that it's important, or we need to find out, or there's advice or things going on about that. So when it's not feeded, you could say, in a way, it's fading away, it's falling down. Yeah. Costs a lot of energy to be busy with everything. I like that. And sometimes there's no energy about for that, and it's like it can be like that. And then again, it doesn't mean it's for always. Never. It's you don't know. It can be. You think like, oh, finally it's gone, and then suddenly the next day, wow. Yeah.
But I don't feel that searching energy so strong anymore. But still, I come to these meetings, or yeah, something is missing, of course, in my life.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I'm searching so very much.
Yeah, can be. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, at the same time, a lot is wrong still.
Yeah. There can be. There's a sense of there's something wrong, but there's not that energy to trying to make it right or all that. But still, there's that feeling. Yeah, it can happen. It's maybe it's for everybody it's different, and then it's a bit confusing because it seems like when there's that urge to find, that seems like very important, but and the importance is not there so much anymore. There still can be that feeling, but not in that strong way. Yeah. But also what we do when I'm here, there's always a comparing with other people or with something we remember. I was like that. So there's something different and in that period. So you feel like, oh, that's less now or more or less maybe. Less is more than most of the time. So it's going better in a way. It's not going better. It's not going worse. It's what it is. So there can be a feeling or there can be sitting. It's very, very tiny, very simple. There's no past or no gradual thing going on. Of course, you can talk in the story and talk like that in the same way. But in the same time, there's this sitting. What is there? If there's no continuation. There's sitting or sound or whatever is going on. It's that simple. It's not for anyone. So that feeling of my life is going differently. There is no my life. Mm. And also, when they're saying there's no my life, it's not a big thing like maybe one day. No, it's like that can be a strong something going on. Not really like all the time. There is no my life, but somewhere it's my what's going on here, and it's going less, or maybe. But when it's like when that on top of what's going on, it's mine. It's just not there. It can be, whoop, and that's it. It's just not a moment or special or feelings and all that. It's just whoop, and then just, sometimes it's not even noticed and just not going on because it's so normal to everybody knows just walking and there's nothing going on and you look at the right and that you pass the street and there's nothing going on. So that's just how it goes. It's very normal. And then that whole chatter comes back and then we think like, oh, that's my life and it's very important. And then it goes and then it's not even noticed and then suddenly there's walking or stepping in the car. So a lot of times it's just suddenly no me. Well, there's no big thing. Hmm.
So if a thought comes about going home today or tomorrow or whatever, is it like you're expecting your house to be there?
When the thought comes, it's just a thought, but it doesn't need to be an expectation with that. It can be, but doesn't mean that because of the thought there's an expectation. That's more on top of that can be there.
And there isn't a thought like, oh, it's not really there, but somehow I'm going home tomorrow.
No, no, it seems like, oh, I'm going home and oh, where's the train? Just normal thought, practical. Yeah. It's the same. It's the same. The only thing which doesn't arise so much is like being busy with, oh, what the whole that we're busy with. How do I do it? And what can I do? And then all that. But There can be also like stress also. But, yeah. So in that way, it's not a different life without stress or a better life. No, it's not better. Mm. Sometimes there's something going on, like when there's certain things some issues or where we're going with or you're dealing with or normally what's going on. And then when you're in the meeting, you think like, ah, this is what she's gonna say, so I don't need to ask that. But it isn't like that. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's the addressing. It's completely different. And when there's asking something, there's something else. It's not about the answer. There is no answer, but there's something else going on, which maybe you're not used to realize in that way. So can be questions about anything. It doesn't matter where it's go. Maybe it's like a bit like, well, this is not about understanding.
Yeah, because yesterday when I asked a question, it came out in my head, but the question was quite clear. And then it came out completely different.
Yeah.
It's amazing how
Yeah.
it just goes by itself somehow, or I don't know the
Yeah,
words.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, that's how
And
it goes.
yeah, and yesterday when I came home, it was a little bit chaotic and with the kids. But my partner, he asked me, what did I never talk about what this non-duality. And he asked, what did you talk about in the meeting?
You couldn't say.
Like, what do you? But somehow in this, how do you say in English when you you say you talk, you're just trying to get out of this situation, but you can't answer a question. Somehow I became very honest, and I just said, I don't know.
Yeah.
And somehow he understood
really?
something.
Oh, really? Because it wasn't, it wasn't in the words. There was something else, and he felt it. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, that's amazing. Yeah.
And I think it was because I became completely like naked and honest, and I didn't try to. Because I have listened to so many introductions and so many talks, and I thought I would be able to explain.
Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah. No way.
Completely
Ah,
as you said,
yeah,
it comes out in a new way each
Yeah.
time, and you,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, great, thanks. Yeah. And also, it doesn't matter if there are questions or there's no question or there's a sharing or there's no sharing. It doesn't matter. It's already there's it. This is energetic. So what's going on? It's not even can be in words, but it doesn't need to. So it's going by itself. So there's no way which is better than something else. Just what's going on. When there's no words, then there are no words. Oh, yeah. Mm. Mm. Mhm.
I have a kind of a sleeping problem,
Mm.
and then I'm always annoyed that the next day I don't feel so
Mm.
good, and then I think I don't look so good,
Mm.
and then I feel like it's important for the other people
Mm.
how
Mhm.
they see me, or
Mm.
yeah, I have to be perfect
Mm.
all
Yeah,
the
in a way.
time.
Yeah.
Something.
Well, it's the same story as there's something not right, and then it jumps on on sleeping, and when there can be no sleeping, it can happen here too, it's like that. But then then that whole thing goes on like, oh, maybe it should be better, and I hope I fall asleep because otherwise, da 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 da. That you could say that's me trying to make it happen or to try to do something about it. When there's no sleep, then there's no sleep. Yeah, can be. Yeah.
Yeah, that's more or less okay, this thing. But
Yeah.
then how I will look the next day, that's more kind of a
Yeah. You
thing.
can be worrying about that, how you will look. In the end, it's always about yourself, because when
Yeah.
people are not liking you because you're looking like miserable, you feel like, oh, and they walk away, and I feel awful, and it's always things like that. I won't feel good, and it's a worrying of not feeling good, and I want to feel
Yeah.
good and look good, because then da da da, and the whole story. You don't know. Yeah. Well, that's a strong one. That can be so convincing, but it doesn't go anywhere. But it feels like it's really important. And sometimes it's like, oh, and then you suddenly fall asleep. It's like, oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's always about me.
Yeah.
So,
Well, me wants to be busy with me. Yeah, of course. That's the only thing it can. And it's because it feels like very important how I feel and what's going on with me or with other persons, but in the end, of course, also with me. Then it can be very busy. Yeah. And then there's, because that it's when it's important, it's feeded. So it works. It's like going on and being busy with what's going on and being busy with the next day somewhere. It's so convincing. There's no, you can't say like, oh, but there's no next day. Oh yeah, there's no, but that's the new way of trying to do it with concepts and trying to stop it with concepts we hear in this kind of meeting. It's just a concept. It's just nothing also. You can't stop it. Well, there's no importance in it. And when it's going on, then that energy is there. So, and that energy, it's like there can be a table, there can be those thoughts. There's no difference. Yeah, of course it's different, but not an importance. We think this is better than that. No, it's just what is happening. Then those thoughts happen, yeah? And then after a while they are not there. I don't know how or where, and then something else. It's not happening to you, it's thoughting. That energy can be there. Yeah. Doesn't need to stop because that's fuel. Well, you can't say that also. Like we have so many ideas. Oh no, we have psychology and knowing how things work and trying to do that and all that. It's being busy with it. It lost that. It lost complication. Well, it doesn't matter. Then there's complication, yeah? So then it's not really complicated. There are a lot of thoughts being busy, yeah? Like a lot of flies can be there. And then after a while they go. It's just that. Nothing happened, really. Yeah.
yeah, I also think then like therapy makes the me stronger because you have to be focused so much on.
When the therapy is about me wanting something else, yeah, then it's lost that too. So it will feel good afterwards, of course, and then you feel like, yeah, it's working because I feel better about me. Because you get a lot of attention and it feels, but after a while, it's just not there anymore. So you have to go back. So that's it's endless. It's like continuation. It's never enough. That's with me. It's never for always. You need an exercise, you need something to do or not to do, or there's always something. That's the curse somewhere. It's like, oh, there's always some, but we're so used to that there's but it's normal to do exercises or to find out what's the best way, like psychology or with food or with something else. That's the control, trying to give direction. There's no one. It's just what's happening. Maybe that it's eating that food and you feel good and all that, or doing the exercises, and after a while, not. It's just going, but it's not because of you. It's just going, and then suddenly it's in a different way. You think like, what happened here? It's just different. Life isn't busy with you or you. No, there is no one. So it's just chaos. It's just going. And we think, yeah, but this part of everything is really important. And what I do is also really important. And what and all that is going. And then it's not going right. What is life? Come on. It's, I want to have it in my way. And it's not happening. There's anger and all that. And, oh my God. It's just, there's no one to talk to. There's no God or I don't know what. It's just energetic. It has nothing to do with someone or something that is like, oh, this is. Some people, when they win the game, they say, like, God, thank you. We're like, it's amazing. You're so feeling so like important. And then there's God or something else is watching you. No, there isn't. Well, that's in a way, it feels. I can remember that it feels like, oh, there's always somebody watching myself, or but in the same time, it's like it has something like, oh, it's nice to have something that takes care, but it doesn't take care in the way you want, maybe. Yeah, so it's a game. It's also in me doing things and believing what's going on. It's a sorting. We can abstract so many things and thinking it's that does it mean, yeah, that means that. No, it doesn't mean anything, but we make that up and it fits in the way we thinking.
They're too clever for the mind.
Yeah, it's very clever. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about taking care. Taking care is happening or not.
It's not even taking care, but that's the way we talk. It's about taking care, and it's already a story. It's sitting, or I don't know, it's eating cake, or.
But for example, I in a way I have resistance to brush my teeth.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Then it happens or it doesn't. Yeah. So we're so busy with consequences. Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I think I have to love myself more.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's the wrong word. I don't love myself enough. It's never enough. No. Of course, there's always something to look at, and that's not enough. You don't do it right. And it's the teeth, or it's the way you act, or whatever. Other people, maybe. Yeah, of course. There's no one, never. Also not here or there. No. So it's what is happening, not brushing teeth. Yeah, can happen. And we always like, oh, that when I never brush my teeth, you don't know. Maybe next day you will, or not. I don't know. It will happen. And some people do brush their teeth, and there's a lot of pain. Some people don't, and there's nothing. So you don't know. Nothing. We think we know what that's how we like it, because when we know, then you have an idea that it's going well and I'm feeling okay. And it's a bit frightening not to know that, because how can it be like that?
Yeah, the dentist, then they give a speech.
Sorry, Dad?
And the dentist give a speech.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not a good brusher. And my dentist say, oh wow, you do it very well. And I'm like, okay. So what can happen? It's funny. So, well, it's a story.
Yeah, there is a
It's the
friendly.
story.
Yeah.
When there's that energy of, oh, I should do that more and all that. There seems to be a dentist that you could personifying. How do you say that? It's that energy. It's coming in one way or another. It's not only thoughts. It can be in like a situation. It's like confirming what you're thinking. It's the same. There's no brushing teeth, and maybe there's those ideas. Oh, I should do that. Okay, yeah, of course. Well, there's no importance in that too. Doesn't have a meaning, or something like all that.
Thanks. Yeah, it was. I think it was also yesterday. I guess that feeling or thought that not being good enough. That's so embodied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is the strongest one. But that when that suddenly that's separate, and I'm here and I'm alone, and there's something going on, there's something going wrong, and it can immediately like I'm not good enough, or maybe in the world it's just the both things. I'm not good enough. Ask people. Everyone in a way somewhere has that feeling. Yeah.
That's a pity.
Yeah. Well, it's what is happening. Yeah. It's a misunderstanding, but it's so embodied and be so correct. It's a misunderstanding. How can it be? How can it be not good enough?
Yeah.
This is the idea. It's what it is. Exactly, literally that. It's because that good enough and that better and worse and all that is about I'm not feeling good. So that's because of you, and now the whole story starts. And then do you think like, oh God, I'm causing pain and I should do differently, and no, the whole story is like it's always the same. It's always the same story in all different forms. Of course. That the world that's not good enough. It's always about that story of I'm not good enough, or the world, or other persons, or they and us. All that. Yeah. It's always about that. And when they're saying there's no one, it's like there's no way to blame or to feel like, oh, what it's not like, because when there's only the idea of an understanding, there's no one, then it's also that still goes on, of course. But the importance and the being busy with that's more what's that can fade away, or not being that strong anymore. Or maybe sometimes stronger, of course, too. And it doesn't need to be addressed like, oh, maybe what can I do about it? Because that's the same story again. Yes. And that's what's happening in these kind of meetings, and also when there's nothing going on. It's like it's not being busy. It's just not addressed. It's not important. It's just not. So then it's just falls apart, and it can come back, of course. Well, it's not that important. It's not important at all.
Thank you.
It still often sounds a bit like a process. The sort of sense of importance seems to lessen. The sort of, oh, I've got to do this doesn't arise as often. And then, you know, I think Tony says, in the end, there's nothing left. And it still sounds a bit like a
but
process.
we're talking in the story, so you talk in time, and that's the way you talk. And then that's how you talk. And then in the same time, there's no story, there's no development, there's no time. Of course, you can be busy with, oh, it's better now, but it's also in the story. It's like, how do you know? It's talking here like, oh, it's better now. And then in the same, they're sitting. There's only sitting. What are we talking about? Yeah. Can be nice when it's going better. It doesn't mean you shouldn't do that, because that's also a new way of, oh, that story, that I'm in the story still and I shouldn't. No, when there's a story, then there's a story. So what? Then there are a lot of thoughts about what's going on. Then there's a story about what's going on. There's nothing wrong with anything. But that is, we cannot imagine that it's everything. It's all complete. There's nothing wrong with anything. It's like, it's we're not used to that. We're always busy with something better or going or no. That's such a strong one. It's already complete. It's as it is. Can be thoughts, can be pain, can be stress, can be the table. It's not about you always. It's also the table. Yeah. Yeah. It's neutral. And that we think like it's about our lives. And then hearing, no, there is no our lives or my life. There's the chair, there's sound, there's words coming. It's that. It's all one. It's all that. There's nothing else. And we are able to make a story of it, and then it seems important because we are someone and all that. When there's no one, then nothing is more important than anything else. It can be the floor, or it can be sun or rain or the feeling. Yeah. So it's not what can I do to do. It's like there's no you. So it's what's happening. It's the most simple thing. It's what this or what already is. It's just the only thing there is. Thought, feeling, table, everything what is. That's it. And in that, there's ideas like, oh, but I'm separate and I have to do that. Can be there, but it's not more important than anything else. It's also the weather. That too.
Yesterday, I speak about when I try to speak about the meeting and what all this is.
Yeah.
My partner, he directly jumped into the conclusion about nihilism. You know, this
nihilism.
I don't know really how to explain. I think it's when you deny everything.
Yeah.
But and then I really got cornered. How do you say? I couldn't say. I couldn't explain about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a fine line between, or I don't know. If you
well,
can say
the understanding of nihilism is that when there's nothing, it's nothing and there's no one and all that. But it's everything. It's nothing and everything together. So it's everything. There's no escape when there's a feeling, then that's full on. It's not like living above everything and saying like, yeah, it's what it is, what some people do. Yeah, there's a feeling, but that's what it is too. God, that's nihilism. I think that's more nihilism to say to understand and feel it, but just do it. And this is like that is not happening. So everything is full on. It's like children. It's just no identity. It's full on, and whatever is happening, there's no escape because it's that whole structure doesn't work anymore. You could say that. It doesn't arise. So it's just coming and as it is. And there's no one to deal with it. So it's just coming or coming. It's just not coming. But how to say it? There's a feeling, or there's the table, or there's talking. The freedom is that there's nothing going on, like I shouldn't do that, or maybe this is better than that. So there can be being silly, like that, or of course, but that's already, it's not different. The only thing what's different is there's something else going on, like, oh, but this should be better, and what are you doing, and that what seems the most important, what seems to let your life, how do you say that? Like I live my life in that way because I'm thinking about it and all that. It's completely unimportant. It doesn't have any power. It's just thoughts going on. Of course, there can be thoughts. What is happening is just happening by itself. So that goes on. There's no change. not suddenly living in a palace or something like that, or being always happy. Of course, no, that's the illusion, of course, that we think like finally there's something enlightenment or something like that. No, it's life. Yeah, doing the right thing. But you already it's the right thing. It's already the right thing. There is no wrong. There is no wrong. How can there be wrong? What is the idea? Then and some people say this is right, and other people say no, this is wrong. And it's chaos. So it's just going, and there's no one doing it. And it's already, so there's nothing changing or different. And anything can happen still. Doesn't mean it's now life is more gentle. Something like that. No, it's raw. Can be raw. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. 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 It doesn't mean it's more assertive or something. I thought that, like when the me is not there, I'm more in balance, and then I will be more. When somebody says something I don't like, I will be saying that more. No, characteristics the patterns can arise too, can be very strong, and maybe there's not so much going on with them, so maybe they can disappear, but maybe not. Well, then maybe not saying anything when somebody is shouting. Yeah, can happen. Yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah, not different. Yeah.
It's maybe like more like an animal is probably not thinking I should do this different or
Yeah, to say.
better.
Yeah, yeah. Because we can abstract, so those things can happen, but it doesn't make something extra. We think we are better. No, we're not. It's more that whole complication can be more over there. But the same is going on, like doing things or eating, drinking coffee. Or, yeah.
But of course, we have more information
Yeah,
than an
can be.
animal.
Well,
So
information is information. It doesn't mean anything. We think because of the information, maybe that's going better because we know how to do it. Can't even imagine how unimportant we are. That is amazing, and that it feels like we want to be important and respected and loved and all that. Because there's something going on, like, oh, I'm not enough. So there's a need for all that. When that's not there, it's just what it is. And it can be pain and crying and walking. But it's not about you. And that is also, it's also houses, and it doesn't matter. There's no Roes or life of Roes or lieve, life of lieve. No. There's that body and sitting, sound.
it's all on the same level.
Yeah,
somehow.
in that way, yeah. it's the same importance, you could say. It's diverse, of course. It's completely different. Nothing is more important than anything else, or has a meaning. Right? Yeah, that's what we put on top of it.
But of course, we can do more than animals. We can create.
There's building
Yeah.
houses. Yeah,
Yeah.
their houses can be there. Yeah.
A bee forest also building
Yeah.
and the birds making them just yeah.
Just in a different way. Yeah. It's more. Yeah. It's more like somewhere we always have an idea of this is I'm more important. I am or we. Maybe not.
So it's the narrative of this body that is illusory.
I don't know what a narrative is.
Well, the narrative, I'm not good enough.
Oh,
or
that.
I have so many children. I live in such and such a place.
Ah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
was born in such and such a. All of that
Yeah.
is illusory.
Yeah. It's a
But
dream.
this body does what this body does.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
that's
idea that
story.
somebody
Mhm.
inside is controlling it is the complete illusion.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the dream we're busy with. And underneath that, it's
Mhm.
just going by itself.
So the thoughts that are seemingly in this head,
Mm.
analyzing, studying,
Mm.
criticizing,
Mm.
liking, whatever,
Mm.
that's all illusory.
No, thoughts are what's happening. Thoughts is a certain energy. It's not even mine. It's just
But
happening
thoughts
in
are
space.
illusory. You
No,
can't
there's
find
no
it.
meaning in thoughts.
There's no meaning.
But it's not illusory. It's just what's happening. It's an energy. But they don't mean anything, or they don't have power, or that's the illusion.
They have power to.
They
They have
seem to
seeming power to the illusion of.
No,
me,
they
of-
seem to have power because we think thoughts are really important to create or all that. They don't. It's just thoughts. Thoughts are thoughts. We make something else of it because we believe that my thoughts are making that happen. No, there's no thoughts are thoughts. Everything is what it is. They don't have power to from something. No, they're singular. So it's not yours. It's thoughting can happen.
Mhm.
Like hand. It's an appearance, of course, also what it's, you could say is what it's apparently happening. It's what's happening. Not all the time, apparently. It's like you can say it's what's happening. But it's not saying that to yourself, because then there comes a new concept and saying that all the time. Like then there's something
Happening,
like
but
that
to no one.
nihilism. It's
To no
like
one.
making a new story.
So the only illusion is that there's someone or something making things happen, and that's me or someone else, or
yeah.
and the story. So it's really
Yeah.
only the sense of the idea that there's an individual and there's story making.
Yeah.
That's the illusion.
Yeah.
And the rest is just thoughts, appearances,
Yeah.
ideas.
Yeah.
But they don't belong to anyone.
Well,
Because-
it's not a very special thing also. It's like, where is that me? I don't know. It's just that really strong belief that there's something inside here that makes this body work or do things. Can be there, but you're not sure. It's somewhere, but we are so sure somewhere.
Well, other people too. So there is the
Yeah.
constant confirmation.
Yeah. So
know,
strong. Yeah.
You're here, and
Yeah,
you did
of
this
course.
yesterday, and you're going
Yeah,
to do that
yeah.
tomorrow. And
But it needs that confirmation, content, because when that's not there, that it's threatening. So it's
Yeah.
content.
but I mean, it kind of is
continuing that.
always there because that's always the way
Yeah.
people talk.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's going to
Yeah.
say to me, you know, oh,
It's always
it's
about
really-
me. It's so strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And then,
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of more obvious if I'm not with people talking in the normal way, but
yeah.
you know, everyone
Yeah. Then it's
everyone
stronger.
thinks I'm
But
a
it's
real
not
person.
only here. It's not that energy is hanging in is space. So it's not only it's not personal. It's strong. It's an energy. It can be strong. But nothing is personal. So we think like, yeah, within me, that me is very strong. No, it's not. That's also a story. It's very abstract. It you could say when a child doesn't understand, it's a story now. I don't know, but it's somewhere in that way because we're so used to abstract everything and think about things and do things. And your phone is ringing. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. And it's so normal. So everybody does it. So in that way, it's never questioned. So there's a few people now that speakers that talk about that.
So when I'm with my family and it's like, you know, we're all individuals and enjoying being together and it's very enjoyable.
Yeah.
And there's no question that, you know, everyone's, well,
yeah.
There's no question. They've never questioned that anyone's
Yeah.
real or not real.
Yeah.
Then there's just a sort of an energy of enjoyment that
Yeah,
doesn't
can be.
belong to anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I said also, like that me structure, and it's not always there. Most of the time when there's a conflict or when it's not feeling good or there's some feeling, then normally it goes up. When it's like, oh, I feel good, and why do you feel good? You don't ask that. Mm.
It's just like there's no project.
There is no
No project.
protect.
Project.
Project? No, what do you mean?
project, yes, I think.
Project.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's no project.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Hmm. It's what it is. Like literally what it is. But that seems so nothing, like sitting or sound. It's alive. Yeah. And it's the only thing there is. There's that sensation, that the back and that and that sensation. That's it already. So it's going. It's the whole day. It's the only thing there is already. Doesn't matter what it is. It can't be wrong. It's no, or right also. Yeah. Mm.
And it's in a way like how is it possible that a lot of people are thinking that they miss something?
I don't know. It's
So,
how it is.
Yeah.
There's you could say that explanation about separation, that suddenly I'm in this body. When there's a child, a little baby, it's not feeling there's no identity. So that it's everything is one. So it's going, even when it's really small, it doesn't see even that there are differences, and then suddenly it's seeing maybe, but it's not like, oh, there is a separate person. That abstracting, that isn't possible yet. So then suddenly that when that goes on, like, oh, there's this body and it's over there, that's huge. Then suddenly that whole oneness or being one or all that is just I'm separate, and that feels as a loss, can feel as a loss. Maybe not that strong. It's different for everybody how that's going. But it's always, you could say in the story, it seems like all circumstances are the same thing, or I'm not good enough, and saying, but it's always the same. It's in the end when you hear people's story, it's sometimes kind of boring because it's always the same story. Not every time. It's sometimes it's people can say it in a certain way, not really. It's not wrong, but it's always about I'm not good enough, and she did that, and all that. And it's that in that way. And we are so convinced that it's important and to deal with it, and how can we change things, or for myself, or say it to somebody else, or it's a story.
yeah, I can't say this to a friend which is in Course of Miracles.
No, but you don't need to say it because
Also-
that seems like I know better. So then that's something else.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about non-duality with people. No, never.
yeah.
It's just, I don't know, there's a response in a certain way.
And then I just listen.
Yeah, I don't know. When people describing everything in a certain way, maybe then there's a discussion, but otherwise, just normal. Just, I don't like that, or, oh, what's going on? Or just normal, like we talk normal, why not? There's no one. What shall I say?
Well, yeah, I
Doesn't
don't know
matter.
how to respond on when they are saying it's about forgiveness.
Yeah. Yeah. What, yeah, and anything can happen. So it's what's coming out is it. Can be silly, can be strange, can be offending. I don't know. Can be anything.
I don't say anything. I'm just
Yeah.
listening.
So there's no certain way to deal with things. That's what we're trying to find. No, you can't imagine that it's everything. Doesn't mean it's nice. No, it can be not nice, or I don't know. And then also, there's also no escape. So what me does is always being busy, trying to feel safe in a certain way. So behaving in a certain way, so other people will not do something with me that I'm feeling awful. So I do nice to have a nice response, or I do in a certain way. And sometimes it doesn't work. So it's trying. It's always trying to behave. What's going on when that whole structure isn't working anymore? Those patterns can go on for a while, but they starve a little bit because there's nothing to protect. But it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. It can be strong, can be so embodied that they go on for a while, for years maybe. I don't know. But I don't care. And then that is what's going on. And people say something about it. Yeah, can be. It's not, I'm not safe like that in that way. No, never. No. You think you're safe because you have all kind of ways to be safe yourself and all that. And suddenly, bust, becomes something in. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not. So there is no safety.
But then when something strong is coming in, I can react also very strong.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
It's different. Sometimes like that, sometimes different. But it's a response out of nothing.
Yes.
It's not yours. It
No.
has nothing to do with you.
No.
It's just tuck, tuck. There's no one. There's no one here. There's also no one.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
There never has been.
Yeah.
So.
But
And then circumstances are in a certain way, and it seems like, yeah, my circumstances. Yeah, can be. But it seems like everything is so real, and then you take it home. It's already gone. And then he's sitting. Now, what are those circumstances? We're still taking it with us.
Yeah.
No, it's already gone.
Yeah. But in a way, I can see it in that way. But then it's.
No, it doesn't matter if other people see it or not see it. It has nothing to do with that. Because the circumstances are circumstances. Then when that's energy there, then that energy is there. It's not separate. There can be people not understanding you or something like that. Then that can happen, and maybe there's an emotion, and then they're sitting home, and then that's it. And we are so busy with, oh, but what was going on, and why did it, and maybe it's happened again. The whole story comes with it. That's me trying to explain or do something. It's already, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's sitting. That's everything. And that story seems so important, or circumstances seems real and important. They're not real. They're circumstances, and then suddenly it's energy. So energy is like that, and like a mirage, like a, hoe zeg je dat met een bij een oase, zo luchtspiegeling. It's just that energy is that. And then it's gone again. It seems like, oh, was it really? It's the same, but when we are in it, it seems like, oh, it's really she was saying that, and oh, it's my work and all that. No, it's the same thing. But that's, I can't even imagine. It's like, wow, it's just this, and that's already gone. It's like nothing happening, and it's an appearance. Of course, it's there, but it's already something else, and it's this. It's a table.
And it's already gone.
Yeah. Well, we're so busy with the circumstance because you think like, oh, maybe the work is not going on, or all that, and but it's a dream. But it's so strong. Did I do the right thing?
Yeah, but
or anything? Not believing it. Yeah, of course, it can be there. It's not. I'm not telling the truth. Or you don't see it like that. You don't see it like that. Can be.
well, I see it like that, but my colleagues don't.
Yeah, but there are no colleagues. There's that energy can happen, and that's it. Because there can be a seeing of it, but when there's a seeing, it's kind of it's an understanding in a certain way. So there can be an understanding, and then that energy is also there. So then, when that energy of people talking you in a certain way and don't understand you, then that energy is just there. It doesn't mean anything. It's not because that there's such a story with that. That can happen, and yeah.
It's like we went to change other people also.
Yeah, yeah.
But they have to think in the same way as I think.
Yeah, that would be the nicest.
Yeah.
That's why we join in groups, of course. Yeah, of course.
And trying to,
Yeah,
change the vision.
yeah, because I'm right. Of course, it's that.
Yes.
That's we normally think that. Yeah,
Would you say understanding is always about the person?
yeah.
It's just that it's kind of what some speakers, not like you perhaps, but a lot of speakers sort of say, understanding is sort of it, because it's like when you suddenly understand something, or even the punchline of a joke, or you solve a mathematical thing, it's and it's a sudden understanding, and that's it. That's what this is. That's what this is.
No, but this is not, because when you have an insight, when you're just normal talking, when you have you do something, and you have like a bike, and you ride a bike, and there's always something going wrong, and suddenly you feel like, oh, that's what I do. I should do that different. Oh, now I see how I did it. And the next day, you go on your bike and you do the same thing, and you're like, oh, but I thought, oh no, and then for days or maybe longer, you do the same thing because the body isn't that programmed in that way. So an insight is very superficial. Doesn't mean then when you see like, oh, I shouldn't walk in that way. Oh, suddenly I see I walk a bit slow like this. Oh, I can just walk like that. Why don't I do it? It's just suddenly you see it. Doesn't mean that the walking like this is just stopping. No, it's just embodied.
So understanding is superficial, and that's why it's the me story sort of thing. Yeah.
It can be nice to understand and to have an insight, and suddenly, wow, it's suddenly like a glimpse. Also, can be there. A glimpse is even stronger, I think, than an understanding. Well, even that is like, and then the whole structure comes back because it's that energy. It's much stronger, so it goes on. Although somewhere it's seen or known or understood, but that energy is so strong, like making things. I'm having free will, and that you hear speakers that have a glimpse and they speak, and then after a while that me suddenly jumps in, and they're trying to, there's something you can do and all that, so that jumps in is very sneaky. It's so strong.
But would you say resonance is also the same? Sort of understanding glimpse, resonance is still
Yeah, but
superficial?
it's a resonance, but it's a resonance, so it's not lived in that way, you could say. It's just in the story, it's just, but it's lived when that energy of me, it's an energy. So when that energy, when there's very clear about what's going on, and that energy, then the circumstances, like what you say, like the people don't understand what I'm saying, and then that being busy with that, and so that can happen because that energy is still, it's going on, it's stronger, it's going on, and then after a while, maybe that energy is not so strong anymore, or doesn't happen, and there's a change.
But quite often people talk about resonance as when this message is heard.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the a sort of
Yeah.
energetic
Yeah,
resonance, which is
yeah,
maybe different from understanding and just a
yeah, it's
glimpse or
different.
something.
Yeah,
Is it?
so,
You'd say?
but it doesn't. It's not like the whole. Me is like all those beliefs and understand and ideas and concepts. It's massive. It's so strong. Yeah, and it's also very subtle. So it takes in that whole non-duality concept with it when it. Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah. It's, you can hear it. It's like it's uh, it's empty and it's full. Like full is like what's happening and it's empty. You can hear it in the tone of the voice. Maybe sometimes it's like when they're saying something, there's nothing. There's just nothing in it. Just that, or there's some need, or there's something, or trying to convince, or something like that. So then you feel that. Not always so aware, but it's like that. Well, there's nothing going on. That's what we're talking about. There's saying words, but there's just that. There's nothing trying to take you with me or all that. It's just not. So that's the freedom. But you can't grasp it. You can't say what that is. Yeah.
No intention.
Yeah, no intention. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Mm. Yeah, there's a need because there's a feeling of missing. So you feel like I need freedom or I need love. Or, yeah. So it's also it's in everything. So yeah, you can sense or feel it. Yeah. And so it's not only in the words. There can be speaking words which seem very open and so, and underneath there's something else going on. Everybody knows that when you're from yourself or in other situations. Somebody said to me, "Can I give you a tip?" No, I felt already like what's going on. It's not about the words. It's like, oh, what's going on here? So in that way, but it's not only always that obvious, but yeah. There's nothing in it. It's nowhere to go. Well, that's the amazing thing of this. It's there's nowhere to go. It's already what is going on. There's no need for anything else. That is, why doesn't everybody want to hear this? Yeah, yeah, really. Yeah. Yeah.
We're talking about need, but it's not that I need something, is I am the need. I mean, the
Yeah, what
energy
you
of
said.
intention is
Yeah.
the need. So then I could stop needing or searching. No, I can't. I am the search. So
Yeah.
it's really a trap, I mean, by itself.
Yeah.
Like the looker is the looking, you know, it's just, it's not the same. It's
Yeah.
really the,
Yeah. I
you
can do
can't get
something
that
about
out of
it.
yourself. That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can try, but just understand or whatever.
Yeah. It's that. It's that itself.
It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And this is the itchiness or the sense of
Yeah.
missing is the same. So it's that I miss something is the I'm the
Yeah.
lack.
Yeah.
Anyway, the
And then
sense
you
of
can,
lack.
yeah, and then there's the hope, maybe I can do something about it. And then, no, you have to stay
You are
here. Like,
that.
no, I don't want to stay here. Something like that.
How
Yeah.
can you know, like a sensation make something about itself?
Yeah. Yeah.
A bottle can't do anything about it.
Yeah. It's just bottle. But we think like
Search
there's
is
a
just
cause.
search.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then a direction where I won't feel it anymore. You know?
Yeah. That is also a strong one. It's so immediately that with that. You can't even do that. Don't do that. It's just immediately. It's that also with that.
Yeah. And I guess what you said about people speaking about when there's an comprehension or an insight, the search stops at that moment. This is what I mean, I think. For a split second, there is no search. So this is it. But I mean, we make it out of something. Okay, this is that, and then let's replicate it. It can't.
Yeah.
But this is what I think.
Yeah. It's just for a sec.
Yeah, there's no intention because the object has been found at one point, or the understanding. Okay, Eureka! I found the solution.
And then it goes on.
I found it.
But the I comes after.
Maybe not.
The I comes after, and
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that moment there is no one because there is no intention because
there's nothing.
The
It's
object
just
of
stops. Yeah.
Has been found in a way. There's no. I understood. I painted the painting.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's suddenly
Equation.
something stops and then
But then
yeah.
it's like after glimpse. Oh, I had the glimpse.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
There was no one to have a glimpse, but
Yeah.
it can't be otherwise when there's a sense of self, it remembers that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then it can't be otherwise.
Well, when you're in, when there's me, that's the only way you can.
It can express and it can function. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh. Mm. Mm.
There was one speaker, he was saying sometimes he was playing his role.
He was
playing his role.
A role. Huh? The role. The role. Oh, the role.
Yeah.
He was playing the role.
Yes.
What in what context he said that? I don't know. Which role or yeah. Doesn't matter. This can be playing a role. That's me doing that. It's me. Why should you play a role? I don't know. It's not, when it's not happening, it's just naked. You can't, I can't. It's like, I remember also that when that moment, like in the sauna and all after that, it felt like I walked naked. That was that was in the beginning, and after that, it wasn't that anymore. But it's like, oh, well, all those ideas and roles, and I didn't know how to, it didn't arise. So I didn't know how to react, because I had an idea, well, how can I do? It's like you have some tools in your hand, and suddenly they are not there. Yeah. But that's also that there's no teacher. How can it be a teacher?
Yeah.
It's like I'm not more than anyone else. It's just this is walking. It's coming, and then that's the same way like anyone else. It's different, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a different energy. You know, when I'm with my family, I have a kind of a feeling with my sister. She's feeling very important, or important at least. Yeah. So.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, the importance here is just
It's gone.
not there.
It's not there, exactly.
No, also not important. Also both. It's just
Yeah.
not going on.
I don't know the English language. So yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Right.
I don't understand that.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
What are you doing?
That's what it means.
Yeah, but that's very clear. Yeah. Yeah.
Hurriedness.
Huh?
Hurriedness.
Hurriedness?
Yeah. So quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
so it's a kind of also feels like also a kind of energy which is embodied in a way.
Like that way. Yeah. Well, that's part of that energy. It's like what I want to make it right or something like that. If there's this, I have to what that next. Yeah, that is, yeah.
Because there's
Can
so
be
much
so
going on right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that, yeah.
And I remember someone said that. I'm sorry,
Oh, yeah.
I remember sitting with some people and they were all kind of saying, there's so much going on right now, there's so much going on at work. And I was just about to agree. And then I thought, hang on, there's nothing going on at work.
Ah.
I mean, it happened to be Saturday and the building was closed. You know, but it just seemed very obvious.
Yeah. You're
going on at work.
Yeah.
But it's all,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a big story. There's so much going on at work, and I've got to keep thinking about it and work out what to do on Monday. But actually, at that moment, it's very obvious there was nothing going on.
Ah, yeah.
It was Saturday.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's,
yeah. But that can be so embodied, that feeling. So it doesn't matter if there's something going on, because there's always something what you can put it on. But that feeling can be so embodied, and then it's even just there without, when you sit, it's already there. It's just
and if it's not there, it can be worrying.
Yeah, it's a bit strange.
If you're not feeling busy with
because
something,
it's also a bit like like that. Like, and there's nothing. It feels like this. Okay. That's always what's going on with me, is when there's a feeling, especially with feelings and thoughts, of course, but not so much with sound or with like a bubbling in the stomach. It's not like, oh, I'm doing that. That sounds silly. Well, it's just what's happening. But everything is what's happening. But with feelings, it's my feeling suddenly, and what's going on here, and we're busy with that, and then suddenly it's such an important story, or with thoughts, it's mine. Then when it's mine, it makes it complicated, and then the whole thing can start. Yeah. It's not more important than the table or anything. Then there's that feeling. Yeah, can happen. Yeah. It's not yours. It's not even in the body. It's somewhere, that feeling. It's sensed or felt. Yeah. There's no meaning in it. There's no reason or something like that. That feeling can be there. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, and then there's something else that's going, because then it's so taken home and being busy, and why, and maybe, oh, I'm always like that, and da 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 da. It's just and maybe it's after what it's and all day. It's not all day. It's for a moment, and then there's something else. You're not even busy with things. You walk outside, and then suddenly there's that feeling, and you think like, oh, the whole day is there. No, it isn't. Something like that. Yeah.
When I was child, I was amazed by how the brain functions, and how can I even do this, because you're not plugged to somewhere,
Oh, yeah.
And then at one point, at what point are we autonomous or responsible of our actions?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I know I'm not beating my heart, my blood, but then if I do this, it's me.
Yeah.
Where is the
Yeah.
limit comes? We don't question it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
do
it's so
it.
quick. You think
Yes,
that.
I do it because
yeah.
this
Yeah.
my body. I mean,
Yeah.
and then they're voluntary, and then scientists go like, this is voluntary movement, this is involuntary.
Yeah.
They want to explain, of course, because we think
Yeah.
they're responsible and autonomous. But no, where's the limit? I mean, at what point am I responsible for the movement of this body, or the functioning of this body?
Yeah.
There's this exploration where it's very interesting relations with this possibility.
But I heard from some science. There's some science that see like when there's that the brain, it's all, the movement is already starting, and then you own the movement.
Even
so
the
then
thoughts, even
with
the
thoughts too. It's so it's you're owning that, what it's going so quick.
Neuroscience
Then
has proven
together. Yeah.
I prefer this and that.
Yeah.
Then the hand goes afterwards.
Yeah.
After
So yeah.
I mean, the hand goes, and then
then you thought.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
all the evidences are there, but we don't feel like
no,
that.
it's so strong. Me is that it's very important.
Convincing.
It's like you take something away when you are talking like this. Yeah. But it's also the freedom. It's like, whoa. Yeah. But also no responsibility. It seems like, oh, then you can do anything. No, you can't.
You wouldn't do anything.
It's already that what is happening. So it's not like no responsibility. It's neither of both. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still teach this, but when I was in medical school, you literally learned which parts of the brain control the body. So this bit controls the hands, this bit controls the legs, this bit controls speech, etc. And you can, and they draw a little picture of a sort of little person on the surface of the brain.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, you can still say that. You can still say that's happening in the story, as it were. But it's, I can't really say it. It's when you see that, you think that's all there is. That's the total, the beginning and the end of the control of the body and the speech and the everything is all here. So it doesn't allow any other sort of possibility somehow. It cements that idea that I move my arm. It's not just happening. There's a little man in there.
Well,
woman
the
is there doing
science is
it.
people who are convinced I am someone.
Yes,
who's
yes,
doing the,
yes. So it can't be any other way.
yeah, of
It
course.
can't be any other way.
Yeah, yeah,
That's okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And but some people are already going into that like there's no one. So that's a bit frightening, like, oh my God, what's going on here? So there is some science which is saying that. Yeah.
But then they want to understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course I understand. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They'll
Yeah,
understand it.
yeah, that's
There's no one and there is nothing.
yeah, and then yeah.
What is nothing? Okay,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go
yeah,
there.
let's go
There
there.
we go. Let's go there.
It's strange. You have an image of it. Yeah, yeah,
Let's find out.
yeah,
Get explanation.
yeah, yeah.
We can have lunch now
Mm-hmm.
and then. No.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Mm.